Welcome to another CEO Wisdom Pod, AI edition, Gen AI edition, specifically with Alexandre Messina. Alexandre, I believe it's pronounced in Brazil. He is founder and CEO at ZapGPT. So we are going to speak about stuff like ML, like ChatGPT, like generative AI, and Alex's past, which is kind of cool. He worked at EY, founded Pedala, and got acquired in 2020. So, and did a short stint in a VC role at Americanas. So excited to have you on, Alex. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself, your background, your company?
Sure, Charles. Pleased to meet you. And hey everyone. So I'm Alexandre. I'm a production engineer with masters in business. I started out working in Ernst Young after I finished the university. And after that, I founded my first startup in 2015. It was a sustainable crowd shipping solution for e-commerces. We raised some money, and in 2019, we sold the company to the biggest e-commerce companies in Brazil. It's called Americanas. After that, I became the head of corporate venture capital over there, where we invested for startups and did more than 40 open innovation projects with other startups over there. And in January from this year, I dropped out after my earnout phase over there to start working in this new business called ZapGPT.
How life-changing was that exit? Are we talking about 5 million, 10 million in your pocket?
Yeah, actually, the amount is not disclosed, but it was more than 7 figures. So it was like a great, but not enough to retire. So that's why we I'm building this new startup, because the will and the goal is to make like a even bigger impact than the last one. So yeah, the number is one. It's more like if sometimes you feel okay, this is enough. I think this is the first step for everything starts going down and falling down. So and not just necessarily in terms of money. I think in terms of impact, because I think building a business is the best way for you to positively impact the society, because you can do this in scale. And so for me, it's very important to keep building new startups and new ventures, I think, for the rest of my life, because I think it's the best way for you to impact a lot of people.
I agree with that. A good example of that is Pedala. So you saved 500 tons of CO2, which is quite a lot, and you had people pedaling to deliver these. So you hopefully have them gain good health, although like cycling is like not safe. I want to talk about that. And yeah, basically you delivered package. So tell us about the impact that you had at Pedala and the insights that you learned from that one.
Perfect. So we have two main impacts over there. The first one was about avoiding the emission of CO2, because all of our deliveries were made by bikers, like riding their bikes. And in Brazil, the majority of the deliveries are made by motorcycles or cars. And we were the first startup that started doing this with bicycles. So in each delivery, we avoided the emission of, I think it was 390 0.390 kilograms of CO2. So it was like, this was the first impact. And the second impact is because like our delivery guys, our couriers, they did exercise while delivering. So we also promoted health. So I think these were the most important impact. By the time we sold the company, it was more than 300 bikers that were with us. So was kind of a good impact.
How did you ensure that they were safe? You know, because I'm a biker, I'm an Ironman, so and I hate just like cycling next to cars, putting my life in the hands of just take like one idiot out of 100 driver to end your life. How did you make sure that they stayed safe?
Yeah, so the way that we were sure that they were safe is because the average speed of the biker courier was 20 kilometers per hour, and the average speed of the motorcycle guy, it was more than 50 kilometers per hour. So comparing to the motorcycle deliveries, we were much safer, and in more than 5 years of the company, we had some injuries, but no one was like a death in injury. And if you pick up a city like São Paulo, we have at least one motorcycle guy dying every day because of like they crashing into cars and other kind of accidents. So comparing to motorcycles, we were very safer than this.
I love the engineering mindset of like the speed comparison. Um, I guess that they were flashy clothes also to be seen. There were helmets. If I
Yeah.
would be doing that full time, I'd wear pads. You know, that's one of these situations where I would definitely wear a pad or some protective gear. I do think that a lot of people are innovating on cycling safety. You know, like some suit that can absorb impact and diminish the damage, because if you get hit by a car and a bike, you're like, you're pretty much done. Super interesting. And I also adhere to your philosophy that building good stuff in business, does positively impact society, especially if you have a 10 to 20% social mindset and you want to do good in this society. You're still very much capitalist, you know, like that's 80% of your moves, but you also think about the impact that you're having, and you're definitely not making money just for the sake of making money. So good job on that. I call it enlightenment through entrepreneurship. Now tell us about ZapGPT, that might change name, by the way. Gen AI is all the trend right now. What are you guys building?
Yeah, so we started out in the beginning of this year. By the end of January, we were the first startup in Brazil to connect ChatGPT on WhatsApp, because by that time it was difficult for people to get into OpenAI's website, hope that ChatGPT was available, and their website wasn't out. They didn't have ChatGPT Plus by that time, so it was difficult to get access to it. So we plugged ChatGPT on WhatsApp, and like it was like very overspread here in Brazil. In the first month, we already had more than 50,000 people using it. And by now we have more than 350,000 people that already use it at least once. So our first solution was to plug in ChatGPT on WhatsApp, and you can talk to ChatGPT. You can generate images like Open Journey images over there. You can describe images. You can access like a search in Google. So we put a lot of different generative AIs in the hands of people here in Brazil. And our business model was, okay, I give you 10 messages per month for free. And if you want more than this, you should pay $6 a month. And 1% more or less of the people are already paying for it, still paying for it. So the company started out with this mission and with this goal of democratizing the access to artificial intelligence. And we pursue this goal until now. But the thing is, what we are shifting our business model right now is, okay, we plugged in ChatGPT on WhatsApp. It was very good. It's like it's overspread all around Brazil right now. But the we have like a very low entry barrier because it's not that difficult for you to plug in ChatGPT on WhatsApp. So right now we're just launching our platform, which is a no-code platform for people and businesses to build their own AI agents based with their data. If you could simplify in one word, it's like a place where you can build your own GPT, for example.
Pretty cool. Why would people want to build their own GPTs, and who are your target customers precisely?
Yeah, so our target customers is mainly SMBs because of two reasons. The first one, if you pick up enterprises, people have like enterprises have their own technology team, and if you pick up even bigger enterprises, they have like their own AI team. So it's difficult to get into these companies because their AI team are in touch with Microsoft, with OpenAI, like straight with them. So they don't want like other players to help them with that. And if you pick up the SMBs, until now, at least in Brazil, they didn't have access to make chatbots to to do customer service and support for their clients, because until now, if you wanted to build your own chatbot, you would pay at least $200,000 per month, and also you have like at least $1,000 of setup for you to build the decision tree and all kinds of things that people needed to build in order to build their own chatbot. And the numbers are very clear. We have 13 million SMBs in Brazil, but we only have 59,000 chatbots. So it's less than 1% of the companies that have this kind of chatbot. So we have like a blue ocean to navigate right now. And it's also linked with our mission to democratize the access to generative AI. We built our platform 100% no code. You just go on, log in, plug upload your data or put your website. We do a crawler of the website, and in 5 minutes your chatbot is personalized with your data. It's ready, and our first price starts at $19, so is very accessible.
Tell us about the Brazilian market, how big it is. I believe you guys are like 200 million, something like that.
220 million people.
That's a lot of humans. How is ChatGPT picking up in Brazil from a consumer level, then on an enterprise level, and how does that compare with the rest of Latam and North America?
Yeah, so in terms of consumer level, it is already overspread, but sorry for that. But I don't think it's as overspread as it is in the United States, for example. One of the reasons is not everyone has computers over here. And also the smartphones of the majority of people here are Androids and are not very they don't have a lot of space in their phone. So normally people use for very simple use cases like talking in WhatsApp or other kinds of use case. So it was a little bit spread in the news in the main channel here in Brazil, but the adoption in the consumer point of view, I don't see it as in a mass scale as it is in United States, for example. And in terms of putting into companies, I think people are starting to get aware of it. I don't think it's so overspread compared to US, because the majority of the solutions that startups are building, the first market that they go after is United States, and then Europe, because the GDP of United States and Europe are much bigger than the GDP from Latam. So they say, okay, I have a huge opportunity here. Latam, it's a market where I don't know people over there. I don't know how to communicate over there. So they don't spend ads delivering their solutions for Latam. So everyone is aiming United States or Europe. And because of that, if you're navigating Instagram or any kind of social media, you will definitely be targeted with an ad of our generative AI company that have a magic solution. But here in Brazil, you probably won't be targeted with that because people are not looking to Latam. So it's a huge opportunity for us because we are in Latam. We know how to talk to people in Latam, and we have a big opportunity here.
In terms of your plans, I don't know how to convert Brazilian reais, but I think it's fair to say that the plan is like 10 to 15 USD a month, right? The basic one.
The plans, yeah. The plans is right now we don't offer the $6 plan anymore. We just it starts from $19, which is 100 reais. And yeah, this is our first plan from this on.
Okay, how much customers do you have right now?
Right now we have 1,500 customers.
Wow.
Yeah, but in this
20% paying,
not
or like
amount.
most on free trial?
No, this is like paying customers. In terms of free trial, like we have more than thousands, because we had the base of 350,000 people that already use in the WhatsApp, and we have the opt-in from them for us to get in contact with them. So we are saying to everyone, okay, now look our new solution. You can build your own agent and things like that. So the number of free trials is bigger than this.
Wow, pretty impressive. So let's call it 6 to 15K monthly recurring revenue. Is that
Yes, exactly.
And you started a couple months ago?
Yeah, we started in the end of January, beginning of February.
That's pretty impressive. Are you raising capital?
Yeah, right now we are raising $650.
Okay.
60K. Yeah, we already raised 190K. So we still have approximately 460K available still. We are almost closing this round, but we still up to potential investments.
Very exciting. How are you acquiring like all of these users that quick? You know, Facebook ads, Instas, LinkedIn ads, outreach.
Yeah. So the thing is, when we were like spreading WhatsApp here all over Brazil, we have a message where after the 5th message, the user were invited to get into a group in WhatsApp where we would send him or her a daily tip about prompts. Okay, so you should prompt this. So now we have more than 10 groups with more than 2,000 people, which receive every day one kind of prompt tip. And also in this kind of groups, we send them our updates about our product. So every kind of update or new kind of platform that we recently launched, and every kind of update we share to this group, so we have like a quick adoption. But we know like this will have like a limit soon, and then we're gonna start doing other kind of strategies to bring more startups, like making partnerships with telecom companies, doing partnerships with influencers that teach other people about automation, making partnership with digital marketing companies. So we have a kind of different start of strategy to scale it fast.
And what's the front end of the funnel? Because I understand like the WhatsApp thing, but you start with Facebook ads, right? And from Facebook ads, there's the WhatsApp call to action. And from there, every day you send them a prompt tip.
Yeah, this was in the beginning. Right now, we don't do this anymore. In terms of the front part of the funnel, we send straight to our website, and in their website they get to know the company and things like that. So the thing on WhatsApp, we used to do this until we have this 20,000 people over there, etc. But WhatsApp is expensive because we have like to pay 5 cents per message and things like that. So per message, 24 hours message, right? Here in Brazil, it's much more expensive than in US, for example. So it's not very interesting for us to continue using that kind of funnel. So we're now doing ads straight to our website, and in our website, we try to convert over there.
Very cool, man. Very nice business that you have right there. And congrats on everything that you're accomplishing. What are your goals for the rest of this year?
Thanks. So our main goal is to end this year with at least 10,000 clients, paying for at least the minimum price of $19. So that's our main goal, and with that, we're gonna like be ready for the next kind of round, which will be the seed round, which we want to make in the beginning of next year, and like as a consequence, bring to the small and medium business in Brazil the possibility to use generative AI in their operations in order for them to focus on strategy and not in the operation, because they can build these agents to work for them 24 hours per 7 days a week in their website, in their WhatsApp, to make customer support. So we want to make their life easier, and this is the main reason. As a consequence, we hope to make money, but like the main reason it's to impact these SMBs that until now they were forgotten.
You're on your deathbed, and many decades from now, what will you want to have accomplished? What legacy do you want to live on that planet?
Oh, that's a good question. So I think in the long term, yeah, the thing that I want to do, so after this startup, doing an exit, another exit, or doing an IPO, I don't know how it will end, but in my next phase of life, what I want to do, it's to build a venture studio, and I want to start 17 new business. Each kind of business will have a goal to solve one of the I don't know how to say in English. It's in Organization of United Nations, or how to say in English, the abbreviation of it's ONU in Portuguese. I don't know in English.
What do you want to communicate?
Okay, we have the 17 OCDEs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the main global challenges for this century.
Yeah, the UN goals, you mean, or
Yeah, the UN goals, exactly.
okay, yeah.
And like my
Love it.
dream it's to build a venture studio with 17 companies in that which companies which one of these companies aim for one of the goals
Whoa, that's cool.
and and make like a huge impact with a screen showing like the impacts of each company and keep doing this for the rest of my life. That's my main ambition.
That's very cool, dude. So I would build a backend to build a venture studio, so a SaaS to allow you to build your own venture studio, and I will
Awesome.
inject in there some social direction to each startup. So that I think that what do you think about that business idea?
Yeah, it would be great like to have everything like centralized where we can manage everything.
You see your experiments and you see which one is like growing the most and which one needs more love.
Yeah, awesome. It will definitely make sense, Charles.
Thank you for giving me all these ideas, dude. Where can people find out more about you, Alex?
Yeah, people can just follow or add me on LinkedIn. It's the social network where I am most active. It's Alexandre Messina, or you can look for ZapGPT and find me there. Yeah, or you can just email me at am.zapgpt.ai, which I will also
And
respond.
I am Charles Cormier, your host. That was ceowisdompodcast.com. If you want to start a pod, that is podbuyer.com. We are done.